Hello, muito bem-vindo, muito bem-vinda à aula número 159 do Inglês 365. Se você já conhece o curso, você sabe que nessa aula de listening, nós mantemos ela o máximo em inglês possível. A ideia aqui é você ter contato com o material que nós já estamos trabalhando ao longo desse módulo de forma 100% em inglês. Então, depois aqui da introdução, nós vamos falar só em inglês com o conteúdo dessa semana, que é o texto Our friends may appreciate contact more than we think. Game plan, nós vamos ouvir, eu vou fazer comentários sobre o texto, e depois nós vamos ter essa familiaridade de um ângulo diferente, 100% em inglês com esse material. E a nossa sugestão prática, ouvir e repetir. Então escuta, leia esse texto, repita, trabalhe com ele, que isso ajuda muito. E uma coisa que eu não mencionei até agora por aqui, essa imagem que nós estamos vendo, ela é do Unsplash e ela foi tirada por Tohave, que é essa fotógrafa ou esse fotógrafo. E é isso daí. So let's go, let's speak in English. So we're gonna read the text together one time. And in the second time, while we're reading the text, I will make some comments. I will share some ideas, informations. I will try to explain things from a different angle in English. And I think this is going to be a great way for you to practice, to get more familiarity, and to expand your English comprehension through this class. So let's go. Let's read the text. It says, our friends may appreciate contact more than we think. If you're thinking about whether you should get back in contact with a friend, a new study suggests that the answer is yes, you should. Our friends appreciate a call or a message more than we think, even if we're just saying a quick hello. That's according to researchers from the US, who also said that the more surprising the contact, the more it is appreciated. They did a number of similar experiments with almost 6,000 people. In one of them, half of the participants were asked to think of a time that they had contacted a friend that they hadn't spoken to for some time. The other half had to think of a time when someone had gotten back in contact with them. People in the first group were then asked to rate how much they thought the friend appreciated their message by text, phone, or email. And the other group rated how much they appreciated receiving the message. The results showed that the people sending the message underestimated how happy people were to receive them. They found similar results in other experiments. When they asked participants to send notes or gifts to friends. And if the contact was surprising, it was even more welcome. So our friends really would like to hear from us. The researchers said, more than we might think. That's a great message, isn't it? The idea of the text is amazing, like the way it is explained and the information is really valuable. And we're going to read it again, and in the second time, I am going to stop, make some comments, explain some stuff. It's going to be fun. So the text talks about getting in contact with a friend, it says, or friends. May, which is like maybe, they perhaps, they probably, they possibly, it's likely that they appreciate, they like, they are very happy with or contact. And the word contact is about when we get in touch, when we call, we send a message, we talk to people, that's contact. So it says that our friends, they may appreciate this contact more than we think. So if you think your friends are happy when you call them or when you send a message, they probably like it even more than you imagine, which is great. And it says, if you're thinking about whether you should get back in contact with a friend, a new study suggests that the answer is yes, you should. So if you think, if you have the idea, if you want to get back in contact with a friend, if you think about it sometimes, a new study suggests, it indicates, it explains, it gives the idea that the answer to this question is yes, you should. So you probably have to do it. It's a positive thing. If you're thinking about it, you should think and consider doing it. It works, it's good. Our friends appreciate a call or a message more than we think, even if we're just saying a quick hello, which means our friends, people that we have friendship with, people that we know, that we like to talk, that we admire, that we have a relationship with, they appreciate, they enjoy, they're very happy with a call or a message. You don't even have to make a phone call or schedule a meeting. You can just send a message. Hey, bro, how's it going? And this is very appreciated according to the text. Even if you're just saying hello, you don't have to send a beautiful message. You don't have to invite them to do something. You're just saying, hey, just like, hello, how's it going? And they already appreciate it. That's a great thing. And this information, so that's according to researchers from the US, who also said that the more surprising the contact, the more it is appreciated. Which means, which means like, based on the information of those researchers, they said that the more surprising, the more unexpected, the more unknown this contact is, like the more surprised, they were not planning on receiving that message, the more surprising the contact, the more it is appreciated. It's almost like, do you know when you really want something to happen, but you're not expecting that, and eventually, boom, it happens. You go like, oh my God, like that was so cool. I'm very happy about it because you were not expecting. Just like a birthday party. When you have a surprise birthday party, we're really very happy. We're usually very happy because it's unexpected. So we're caught by surprise, like, wow, that's great. Thanks, guys. So this experience is something special. And it says they did a number of similar experiments with almost 6,000 people, which means 6,000 people participated in this experiment. So 6,000 people gave their opinions about it. So it was not one person, 2 people, 5 people, 20 people, 100, or even 1,000 people. We're talking about 6,000 people. And in one of them, half of the participants were asked to think of a time that they had contacted a friend they hadn't spoken to for some time. In other words, half part of those people, they were asked to think of a time when they had contacted a friend they hadn't spoken to for some time, which means half of those people, half means half. It's in the middle. For example, if we have 10, half of 10 is 5, that's half. So half of the participants were asked to think of a time that they had contacted a friend they hadn't spoken to for some time, which means that they had to think about when they contacted this friend that they didn't talk, they hadn't spoken to for some time. And the other half had to think of a time when someone had gotten back in contact with them. Meaning this part, the other half, they had to think of when somebody texted them. So one part was people that send the message. The other part were the people that received the message. And people in the first group were then asked to rate how much they thought the friend appreciated their message by text, phone, or email. So people in the first group, they were asked, people asked them a question saying, how much do you think your friends appreciated your contact? Which is interesting. Could be by text, by phone, or even by email. And the other group rated how much they appreciated receiving the message. So this group said how much they appreciated receiving the message, and that's the first group. The results showed that the people sending the messages underestimated how happy people were to receive them. So the result, the answer, the outcome of this research shows that the people underestimate. They don't really know how happy people get when they receive a message. So they underestimate this. They found similar results in other experiments. When they asked participants to send notes or gifts to friends, and if the contact was surprising, it was even more welcome, which means that they found similar results in other experiments, not in this one, in different tests, in different researches. And the results were similar, though this other test was with notes or gift card or gifts. And if the contact was surprising, people got even happier, which is very interesting. So, our friends really would like to hear from us, the researchers said, more than we might think. So if you have a friend or someone you haven't really talked to lately, call them, send them a message, say a quick hello. Don't underestimate how much your friends will appreciate it. That's a great thing to do, not only today, but always, but particularly today, as we're talking about it. Do it. I'm very sure that your friends will appreciate it very much. And this is our message for the day. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to practice. And as always, if you have any questions, please let me know.